Welcome to another Bibledit desktop instructional video. In this video, I'd like to answer the question, what do I do if I've lost my Bibledit icon on my desktop? Where did it go? Maybe you accidentally deleted it, maybe it didn't seem to get installed when you installed it or whatever. So let's see what we can do about that. I have an existing Bibledit desktop icon here, version 4.12, and but I'm going to pretend that I don't have that, and so I'm going to just put that aside, and let's see what I can do here. One thing I could do is I can bring up my file explorer, and I can go to the C disk and go to program files and find the version of Bibledit that I'm wanting to run. I have too many on here, but that's because I'm a developer for Bibledit. So I'm going to go into 4.12, the latest version, and hidden in there is a little icon already pre-manufactured for you. And what I would do is I would just right click this and say copy, and then go out to my desktop and right click and say paste, and there it is. Now what I like to do is I like to rename this so that it's got the version number in it, so I know what version I'm running. And the other thing I like to do is go in by right clicking and click on properties, and you see the target here, program files, Bibledit 4.12, editor bin desktop, Bibledit desktop exe. That's right. But what I like to do is I like to copy this part here. So I just highlight that, hit Control C, and I come down here and I paste it. So that tells Bibledit to start in this folder, which has everything in it that Bibledit needs. Now the reason I do that is sometimes I'll find shortcuts where somebody's running version 4.12 but they have 4.10 here, and that can confuse Bibledit because of the different versions of the libraries and code and stuff. So I want to make sure that that is the right place. So I'll just hit apply and hit OK, and then if I double click that, I'm hoping that it will open. You saw it momentarily there on the screen. It jumped over to another screen here, so I'm going to bring that back over here, and here we have it. And let's look at the About box, and there's version 4.12. So that's one way to fix up the icon. You have to be aware of whether your machine is a 64-bit machine or a 32-bit machine. In my case, I'm running a 64-bit machine, and so everything with the 64-bit stuff appears in C program files and then the program name. If I'm on a 64-bit machine and I'm running a 32-bit version, which I don't recommend, by the way, because of some bugs that have popped up in the past, but it is possible sometimes to do, you'll find the 32-bit applications on a 64-bit machine here in a C program files x86. So you've got to take that into account when you are doing that icon. Now, if you're on a 32-bit machine, x86 is irrelevant, and the 32-bit machine program files will have the Bibledit in it. So how can I summarize that? If you're on a 32-bit machine, it's just C program files. If you're on a 64-bit machine, it's C program files for 64-bit stuff. It's C program files x86 for 32-bit stuff on that 64-bit machine. So that's what you would do there. I suppose there are other ways to create these icons. You can, if you want to go into editor bin, you can actually find the Bibledit desktop executable, and you could probably send that, right click and send to desktop and create a shortcut there. But that's going to be a little bit more work. You can hit F2 here and rename it Bibledit 4.12. I'll just put from bin, just so I know I created it from there. The original icon we created still points to the same program, but you'll see by creating the icon this way, we have to do a couple other steps. We have to go to Properties, and here it's correct. The Start In, that could also work, but I like to keep it here because there are other files inside of the Bibledit 4.12 folder, which we can see. Let me go back here. You can see there's the user stuff, and there's some things in there that might need to be used. And then I got to change the icon as well, because this icon up here looks not too great. So it tells me the Bibledit desktop executable doesn't have any icons of its own. So I'm going to have to go through this big long process of going to search for the icon, and in editor bin there's the icon, and I can hit OK and hit OK, and then it looks right. So you can do it that way, but it's a little bit more of a hassle to make it look right. So I'm just going to drop him into the recycle bin. And that's how you update the icon for Bibledit. Hope that's helpful. We'll see you next time.